Good morning. This is Craig Jameson coming to you from Sales Results LLC in Boise, Idaho. And this morning I want to take a little time and I wanted to share with you a really cool, neat new application that I discovered recently called Twylah. That's Twylah. And what exactly is Twylah? Well, Twylah is an application that connects to your Twitter account and basically creates a page of all of your tweets, everything that you're talking about on Twitter. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. I know what I'm talking about on Twitter, but what's neat about Twylah is this is a page that I can direct people to, and I'll show you a couple of different ways that can be done. I can direct people to this page, and they really get a real overview of what makes Craig tick. So let's take a look up at the top here. Well, first of all, there is my profile photograph. Here's my profile as it's found on Twitter. Also in Twylah, it encourages people to follow you. It gives them an opportunity to +1 for Google+, to tweet the page, to like the page. So it's got all of that kind of interaction that's going to really build your SEO. Another thing that Twylah does that I have not seen any other product do this, or at least exactly this way, is Twylah does give you the ability to actually create a custom domain name for your tweets. So this is under my Sales Results LLC account, and if we look up here at the URL bar, we'll see that I've created a subdomain tweets.salesresults.com. So what does that mean? As I'm tweeting, I'm also building search engine optimization for my Sales Results LLC website page. That makes it super, super cool. But what Twylah does here is it takes everything that I've talked about. If people really want to know what makes Craig tick, I mean, this is where you would come. It tells me that these are my trending tweets here. So top stories in social media, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, business, CRM. Whoops, here's another opportunity to follow me if you haven't done so already. That's pretty cool the way that pops out. But it has all the various different stories on here. You can even go back up to the top here if I want to just see tweets that pertain to Google+. For example, I would just click on Google+, and it would come down here, and these are all the articles that I have tweeted recently on Google+. It also gives a synopsis of each article, so not only can you say, okay, well, here was the actual tweet that was sent out, here's a synopsis of it. By going to the next one down, here's a synopsis of that. I can choose at this time if I want to read the full article. There's a link there that's conveniently placed. I can also retweet an article. Somebody could come onto your page, they could retweet the article, they could reply to the article, which is another very, very cool feature. But something else that it does that I've noticed is that it automatically creates tags for the articles as you tweet them. So this article that I tweeted out as Google+ killing Twitter was automatically tagged with social media, Google+, killing Twitter, comparison, and then also I think that was probably Facebook. So it's once again, those tags are making it easy for people to search and to find your articles. We can come down here, we can look for more topics. What have we talked about? How to, B2B. I do a lot of talking about business to business applications, customer service, sales, LinkedIn. So it's a very, very, very cool tool. Now, another thing that Twylah has done is they've created something that they call the Power Tweet. And why is the Power Tweet so neat? Well, the Power Tweet, if you're using, for example, I use the Buffer application on my toolbar quite a bit for if I'm visiting a website and I see an article that I think is really good that I want to share on Twitter. Typically I will send that out through Buffer. It's a one-click thing. Hootlet does the same type of thing with Hootsuite, where it creates a link to the article. You select whether, in the case of Buffer, whether you want to go out now or want it to go out later. And Twylah has a similar function which they call the Power Tweet. So if I wanted to power tweet this page, for example, I could come up here, and I've created a little bookmarklet up here, put the Power Tweet. Whoops, I'm going to have to reconnect to my account here. And it has created the tweet. I can go ahead and I can send that out as a Power Tweet. Now what happens here, well, there's two things. First of all, you're not limited to the 140 characters. You can go as much as you want, because what's going to happen is that tweet that's gone out is actually going to connect people back to this particular page to read that particular tweet and to see the connections, etc. So once again, it's serving as something to bring people back to me, to ideally give people a better idea of exactly, what I'm about, the types of things that I'm talking about, and if that's of interest to people, encouraging them once again to follow me on Twitter. So that's about it for today. Once again, the name of the product is Twylah, T-W-Y-L-A-H. Eric and Kelly Kim over there, the founders, are very, very cool people and very helpful, and I hope you go take a look at it. So thanks very much for visiting.